The afternoon sun blazed down on a dusty gas station, somewhere off a long, empty highway in New Mexico. The kind of place where travelers stop to stretch their legs, fill their tanks, and maybe grab a snack before heading back into the miles of nothingness. Today, though, something unusual was brewing at that old station. There was a tension in the air, a feeling that something was about to happen, even before anyone else could sense it. Three big motorcycles roared into the lot, kicking up gravel as they skidded to a stop. The bikers were a rough-looking crew wearing tattered leather jackets adorned with patches and skulls. They swung off their bikes, striding up to the station like they owned the place. The leader, a tall guy with a snake tattoo coiling up his neck, glanced at the solitary Jeep Wrangler parked by the pumps, its hood caked in dirt from the road. Next to the Jeep, two men in faded camo pants were fueling up, chatting casually. They looked like any two travelers, except for their rock-solid posture and the occasional glance that seemed to scan the entire landscape in an instant. It was the kind of glance that came from training, and a lot of it. Their eyes were calm but sharp, the kind that noticed everything without appearing to. The bikers eyed the soldier's Jeep, the dog tags around one of their necks, and the duffel bags resting in the back seat. Snake Tattoo grinned, flashing a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. "Hey, Army boys," he called out, swaggering closer. "You lost or something?" The soldiers, Alex and Ramirez, exchanged a quick glance before Alex turned towards the bikers, his face neutral. There was an unmistakable stillness between them, like the air right before a storm. "Nope, just passing through." "Yeah? Well, this here's our turf." Snake Tattoo stepped closer, his two buddies flanking him. The other bikers chuckled, clearly enjoying the prospect of trouble. "How about you show some respect, maybe buy us around?" Ramirez sighed, the hint of a smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. There was something almost too relaxed about them, an easy confidence that wasn't quite fitting with the situation. "Sorry, fellas, we're fresh out of charity today." Snake Tattoo's smile twisted, and he reached out, knocking the gas nozzle out of Alex's hand, letting it clatter to the ground. The smell of gasoline filled the air, mixing with the tension already brewing. "Oops," Snake said mockingly. "Looks like you dropped something." For a moment, the air seemed to still, heavy and thick. The world around them seemed to fade, leaving just the bikers and the soldiers. Alex bent down, picking up the nozzle slowly, his every movement deliberate. When he straightened, his eyes locked on Snake's, and the easygoing expression was gone. In its place was a look that could cut steel. "Last chance," Alex said quietly. "Walk away." There was something about Alex's tone that made Snake pause, his bravado wavering. He laughed, but it had a nervous edge to it now. He took a step forward, shoving Alex's shoulder. Before he could even blink, Alex's hand shot out, grabbing Snake's wrist and twisting it in a flash. Snake yelped, his knees buckling as Alex forced him down with almost no effort. The speed and precision were almost unnatural, the kind of thing you only saw in movies or heard about in stories. Ramirez moved at the same time, grabbing one of the other bikers by the collar and yanking him forward, his fist connecting with the biker's stomach in a single, precise blow. There was no wasted movement, no hesitation, just raw efficiency. The third biker, eyes wide, started to backpedal towards his bike, but Ramirez was faster. He lunged, grabbing the man by the back of his jacket and spinning him around, forcing him to the ground with a well-placed kick behind the knee. It was over in seconds. Snake was on his knees, his wrist pinned painfully in Alex's grip, while the other two bikers groaned on the ground, clearly regretting their decision. Alex leaned in close to Snake, his voice calm but cold, the kind of calm that hinted at danger. "We're not looking for trouble, but we sure know how to end it." He released Snake's wrist and the biker fell back, cradling his arm and staring up at Alex, his eyes wide with fear and disbelief. Ramirez let the others scramble to their feet, and they stumbled back towards their bikes, mumbling curses under their breath, but not daring to look back. The bikers revved their engines, the roar echoing across the empty gas station lot as they sped away, dust trailing behind them. Alex and Ramirez watched until the motorcycles were just specks on the horizon.